Oh my god, they had babies! Please excuse the slight rougeness of my face. Me and a few friends were at a cabin last weekend. I did put on sunscreen, but not enough apparently. Hi, local dragon lady here, and Age of Overlords is adding Shinobird support. So yeah, it looks like boyfriend and first lady decided to have kids, and oh boy, are these feisty little youngsters here. And I love what these cards are going to be able to do to ritual decks. We have 3 cards, so we have the Shinobird Shade Peacock, we have the Sharon Baroness Shade Peacock, and we have a field card called the Himoroji Where Stars Align. So these can do quite a lot. So, and you can also mishmash other engines. So, okay, what do these guys do? Okay, so the little boy, it becomes Sharon Baron Peacock while in the hand or the field. You can tribute summon this with the calling card. It's the same story with the little girl. So once they're summoned, you add 1 spirit monster and 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand. That's for the little boy. Once per turn, during the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, special summon this banished card once per turn during the end phase. If this card was special summoned, then you back to your return it to your hand, because it is a spirit monster. They still return to the hand. So, yes, this guy is really good for adding things to your hand. The little girl, same thing. She's level 4, Wind Monster. Becomes Sharon Baroness Peacock while it's in your hand or in the field. Once it's special summoned, you can add 1 spell trap from your deck to your hand that has Spirit Monster in the text. And there is one particular one that I have for this. During the standby phase, the same effect as the boy. The next turn after this card was banished, special summon the banished card, and of course at the end of the turn, it returns to your hand. So a few things you can do with this for sure. So, the field card. Okay, so once per turn, you can ritual summon 1 wind ritual monster from your deck. Now this is very important. Naturally, we're going to be talking about, you know, the boyfriend, first lady, and the kids, but there are other wind ritual monsters we can use this for. So you can do this by attributing spirit monsters and or the Shinobird tokens to control whose levels equal or exceed. And we all know how a big fan I am of equal or exceeding the level. Up to twice per turn, if a face-up wind monster you control returns to your hand, you can activate one of its effects. Add 1 of your spirit monsters or ritual spells that is banished from your graveyard to your hand, which happens because the calling card can banish the spirit monsters, ritual monsters, to get out other spirit ritual monsters. Or you can set 1 Stars Align across the Milky Way directly from your deck, which is a trap. So, what can you do with these cards? Well, there's a few things, so let's go to Edo Pro and I'll show you some cards that, well, that combines well with these guys. So this is not a deck I have begun to build per se. These are just cards that I found that synergize really well with the Shinobirds. So let's start off. We have boyfriend, first lady, we got the children, we have Where the Stars Align, and we have the Milky Way. This is a trap card I've been wanting to use for a long time. Essentially, it allows you to ritual summon during your opponent's turn. Now, of course, it's conventional wisdom that with the Shinobirds, it's best that they go second, because they're all not targeting bouncing and you just swing for game, right? But you may have to go first, and that is why I have the incantation engine here, the search whenever you want, and of course I added the cuddle bug. If you're playing any kind of ritual mishmash deck or any ritual monster focus deck that allows for a little flexibility, you know, like allow you to summon any ritual monster with these conditions, yada yada yada, I cannot stress this guy enough. Once he hits the field, your opponent must skip their main phase 1, and their ritual, synchro, and XE monsters are all turned off. So once your opponent figures out what you are doing, they're going to make you go first, And with the Rich Incantation Engine, you can just go search the sky and you can ritual summon him with the Inception. And there you go. So your opponent has, can't battle you. They have to build their board. Then you can go and do all your Shinobird shenanigans. Now for the children, for the little boy, when you ritual summon this guy, you add 1 spirit monster and 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Now it specifies ritual monster. It doesn't say it has to be a ritual spirit monster, so you don't have to go for boyfriend or first lady. You can go for something else, like Big Rock. Big Rock works really well with this because you can summon him from your deck, ignoring its conditions. And of course, once it's on the field, all monster effects are turned off except for spirit monsters, which we do have a few of. He can come out no problem off the effects of boyfriend and first lady. So that's pretty sneaky. Now, of course, once the little girl hits the field, you can add 1 spell or trap from your deck to your hand that has spirit monster in its text, which we have a few. We have Where the Stars Align, and we have Milky Way. So that's really good. Now, Where the Stars Align is a field card. Once per turn, you ritual summon 1 wind ritual monster from your deck by tributing spirit monsters and or Shinobird tokens you control whose total levels equal or exceed its level, which I'm a huge fan of. I don't like calculating precise level, so this is great. And up to twice per turn, if a face of wind monster you control returns to your hand, you can activate one of these effects. So that's mainly going to apply to the family, the royal family here, because they are spirit monsters. They had to go back to your hand at the end of the turn. So you can add 1 spirit monster or ritual spell that is banished or in your graveyard to your hand. So these all have the potential to be banished due to the effect of the calling card. And you can set 1 Stars Align across the Milky Way from your deck, which is this guy here. And basically, Stars Align allows you to ritual summon during your opponent's turn, which is great for all the bouncing. So we have the Incantation Engine, which is essential, as explained. For normal summoning, you can use Mind Your 10,000 Hands. You can use the newer one, although I've tried that in Ritual Mishmash decks. I couldn't quite get it to work. Yes, it is searchable due to being a fairy. You can tribute to incantations to get it out, but I find this one is just more convenient. It's just a simple normal summon with no tribute. Add 1 ritual monster or 1 ritual magic card to your deck to hand. Self-explanatory. Aratama. This is another spirit monster you can search off the effect of little boy here. If it's summoned, you can add 1 spirit monster from your deck to your hand, except itself. So this is just another card that allows you to, once your normal summon, to add. So if you don't have Manju, you can use this one instead. If search off this, it just keeps allowing you to search for more spirit monsters. Now, remember the Stars Align. It allows you to ritual summon a wind ritual monster from your deck. Well, that is where Nephis is. Those guys. This is where they come from. So the main one you would look up would be the Devotee. And the Devotee, in turn, allows you to summon Disciple. The reason why I brought this up is because, okay, it's 2 monsters in the field, so, you want to go to Link Summon, go to Xe Summon, if they're, because, they are the same level, so you could overlay and go into an Xe monster. So that's just some extra deck options here. You can also go to Matriarch and a Nephis. Okay. Okay. Basically, you can target a level 4 or lower Nephis monster in your graveyard, and you special summon the targeted monster in defense position. So basically, if you already got the Disciple in the grave and you were to summon another Nephis, another Devotee, you can get out the Matriarch. The Matriarch can restore the Disciple. And again, it just gives you more options to go into the extra deck. So that's something you use, to your advantage there. Knight of Armor Dragon is also a wind ritual monster, and did a video on this guy, and he's very, very amusing. He's very easy to ritual summon, and this guy is also a non-targeting bounce. So at the start of the damage step, if this card battles a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, because let's face it, it's always the case, you can shuffle that monster into the deck, and that's it. I did use this guy to bounce a Dragoon of Red Eyes, which was really funny. So yes, I also have Bird is the Word, so it's a dark, so no, you cannot search it through the Stars Align, but you can search it through the Incantation engine, and basically what this guy allows you to do, allows you to ritual summon during your opponent's turn. So, you know, you have to go first, you use your engine, you get this guy out, you contribute during your opponent's turn. If they have a few monsters out, you can boom, 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 go into either boyfriend or first lady for non-targeting bounce. It's a great interrupter. For magic cards, pre-preparation of rites, so this allows you to search any of the royal family along with their calling card. So that's 2 for 1. You can also use Preparation of Rites. It's a level 7 or lower ritual monster, which the children definitely fit. You can also use it to fund your Chalice Slime to get your engine going. You can use it to get the Knight of Armor Dragon, the Devotee, and Bird is the Word. And of course, for ritual magic cards in your graveyard, you can recover it. Calling card, Royal Family, and Incantation Inception allows you to ritual summon any ritual monster you want, but you have to use incantation. So you're definitely going to want to use a few of these if you're going to want to take advantage of this engine. But yes, this is very good for getting out Bird is the Word, the Armor Dragon, but the Devotee you don't have to worry about because, well, it's a wind ritual. That's already taken care of by the Stars Align. So I don't have anything for the extra deck. I haven't really gotten that far with the ideas, but this is what the gears in my head have been doing. Will I build a deck around this? Yeah. This looks very fun, and I've always wanted to do a royal family, Shinobird centric ritual deck, but thanks to the children, this is definitely more possible. So I cannot wait to give it a try. Have any of you build this deck yet or done anything with these kids yet? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to be a good sport to play the game at the Fame. I'll see you in the next one. See ya!